Welcome to Straight Talk with Sally. It's our podcast batching day. We have our very first guest in the waiting room right now. Hey, Sarah. All right, hang on in as we do our little dance party. We've got a great lineup of 3 guests today, so hang on in as we kick off with our first dance party.
I made up my mind, going straight to the top.
Welcome to Straight Talk with Sally. It's our podcast batching day. It's been a little while since we've done a batching day, but we've got a really fun new thing lined up for you today for Straight Talk with Sally. We've got 3 amazing guests lined up. So if you want to see who they are, then make sure you head to our calendar, sparkleclassacademy.com/calendar. It not only shows you all of our guests, but also it shows you other free training that we run as well. And subscribe, ding dong, to the YouTube channel. It's the best place to get notifications for all of the live events that we do. Well, any of the ones that are free to the public anyway. So make sure you head to YouTube and hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notifications when we go live. Now, if you're out on the live stream, I see a few eyeballs out there. Make sure you comment. Let us know where you're joining us from. And Eva Z's out in the audience. Hello, Eva Z. We may just have Eva coming in soon. Just saying. Something might be happening with her today. Awesome. All right, so we have a great lineup for you today of guests for Straight Talk with Sally for our podcast batching day. So hang on, we're not supposed to be there yet, Sally. Here we are. Here's our lineup of guests today. We have Sarah, who is coming in for a brand new segment called Ask Sally. So it is one of our clients. Well, actually, we've got 2 of our clients who are in today who are going to share a little bit about what they do, how business is, and also something that they're struggling with. So they're going to get coached live. Plus, we have the automation nerd. My good friend Christelle will be joining us to really share some some amazing lessons that she's learned after being in business for over 10 years. I think it's her anniversary, actually, the anniversary of her business today or this week. So that's pretty exciting as well. But our very first guest, who you got a little sneak peek at, our first guest today is SARAH Lowell. She's a passionate owner of SARAH Lowell Dog Training, and she specializes in, you guessed it, training new puppies. I mean, everyone loves puppies, right? Do you love puppies? Do you? Oh, you're a cat person. We can love both, but I'm definitely for the puppies. So what she does is she really addresses common challenges such as like those crucial learning behaviors, and recall, also potty training, crate acceptance, and lots of basic commands when you get that new family member. And through her method, Sarah's helped these puppies to become really well-behaved family members. And we always joke about, you're not really training the dogs, you're training the adults, the parents, right? The humans. It's human training, really. But what we really love about what Sarah does is she fosters, you know, none of that like hit them till they behave kind of strategies. We don't do that. We're all about the love and the kindness around here. But I'll get her to share more about what she does. But she's been doing this for decades, running her own school. And she really does understand how frustrated pet owners can be, especially if they don't have a really solid foundation when they get those new puppies. So focusing on puppy training is what she does, what she loves. We all love puppies, and we all love Sarah. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Hey, Sally, I'm great. How are you today?
I'm so good. I'm so happy to have you on the show. So Sarah, you have been working with us now for how long? A little while, I think.
2 years, I think now.
2 years. I love it.
Oh.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Now, before we get stuck into your question that you've brought to us today, can you share with us a little bit about, you know, what was your business like before you joined the Sparkle Class Academy?
Mainly, I worked one-on-one with private clients, and COVID came, and I found you, and I knew that I wanted to pivot to offering online training, but I didn't know how to start to do that. And there are so many different platforms to host your course. There's so many email platforms. I don't know the first thing about marketing. I'm a dog trainer, you know? And so I needed some help with that. And I was actually introduced to you by a former client and of yours. And just, I don't want to say it was love at first sight, but I loved your enthusiasm. I loved your knowledge. You continue to amaze me with your depth of knowledge on so many different topics, and I always learn something new every time we talk, practically. So it was a perfect fit for me.
Aw. And before joining, what would you say was some of the biggest struggles that you had with your dog training business?
Getting myself out there in front of people, and it's much easier to. Well, I think there are bigger opportunities online than in person. And I wanted to take advantage of that. So you're helping me do that.
Yeah. And now you have an online school, academy program.
I do.
Congratulations. That's pretty exciting. And when you joined, I know you did struggle because, you know, we're all about going live around here. What was your thoughts around dog training and using video instead of being in person?
I struggled to see how that could be effective. And through your help and conversations that we had, we figured out how that could work. And in fact, I just finished a group of students coming through my course, and they loved it, the online coaching. It worked very, very well for them. So you were able to help me see how that would work for my business.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of your trainings just because I love going, and I bring my adult dogs even though it's puppy training because it's so fun. I just sit my computer on the floor while I'm training the dogs, and Sarah tells you, she says, you know, she can see those little cues that your dog has that we don't even notice. And I remember in one of the sessions that we had inside where with Jackie, our mindset coach, and she talked about communication and what communication meant to people. And lots of people think verbal, but you as a dog trainer, that wasn't the first thing that you thought of, was it? No. What was the first thing you thought of when you thought of the word communication?
It's actually visual and it's physical. The cues that you give the dog, the way that you read what's going on with the dog through their body language and expressions. So it's not verbal at all because they don't understand English and I don't speak dogs.
I think it's amazing what you do and watching you work, and you can tell you love it because the excitement in your voice when you see the dog do something good, you're like, good girl, a good dog, right? Like and you can see those things that nobody else can see, and watching you work is so, so cool. Now, today is actually called Ask Sally. So you've come prepared with a question to be live coached. I've got no idea what the question is, so hopefully I can answer it.
I'm sure you will be able to.
So what's your question for me today, Sarah?
My question is that I have students that are at the end of my course, and I would like to develop a series of questions to get constructive feedback from them so I can improve my course, but I'd also like to get answers that I can use in my marketing materials.
Okay. So there's a couple of things we can do for that. And I've also got an idea for the start of your course that's actually just come to mind as well. So we can automate a feedback survey off the back end of your program. So we can set up a timer that delays sending the survey and then have them complete the survey. And if they don't, it can send reminders. And then if they do complete the survey, it then pulls them out of the reminders. So we can build that off the back end of your automation. Now, in regards to the questions that you ask, I would really dig into why they joined in the first place. So before joining your program, what did life look like with their puppy, right? And then what did they expect when they joined? And then what does life look like now after they've been through the training? And we know those beautiful words, tell me more. So now these are paying clients, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Do you have a continuity program, like an ongoing membership after they've finished the intensive part of the program at the end of that? I know you spoke about it. Is that going to be happening?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a really good opportunity that within the actual questionnaire, what you can have at the end is a question that says, would it be okay if I called you to discuss this further? And then if they click yes, it goes to collect their email address and phone number. And then if it goes to no, then of course you just say, thank you for completing the survey. Now, if they say yes, what you do is you make a phone call to go over the questions, and then we use that beautiful word, or those 3 words, tell me more, to dig deeper into that surface level answer that they've given. The thing with a questionnaire is it's hard to dig further into that because they will just, tippy-tap type back quite generic, simple, not very long responses because most people just want to get through the survey, serve you, but not, spend a lot of time with you. So go onto that call to get them to expand upon it and use a lot of those message mining tactics that we teach you inside of the Sparkle World to dig deeper into those questions. Now, these people are your ideal client. So this would then the perfect opportunity, if they haven't yet done so, is to talk about the continuity program, your membership program that's now available for them. And it gives you the opportunity to upsell them on the call as well. So that's what I would recommend. Go through the message mining one. Now, if you have a look at our survey, I'm just going to bring it up on screen right now. We give you a survey when you join, right, the Sparkle Class Academy, and we send one out every 90 days. This might be something as well that you include in your program, and at the beginning of your program as well. So just bear with me. I've just got to log into where we keep the form. Where's the login button? There, my forms. Oh, they've changed the layout. Okay. Of course they do. They just love to change the UIs on things. So let me grab open and I'll read you out the questions we have. So where are we? Market research. No, FFA. Here we go. The FFA business assessment. So yours will be puppy assessment. So the questions that we ask first is, of course, name, email. Then we also ask, we've got some sort of money questions. So what do you think is your biggest challenge to why you've joined the program? And then what made you say yes? So why did they say yes? Because there are lots of other programs out there. And then we go into some rating questions. And this makes it super easy for them because they just got to mark between 1 to 10 stars. Right. So for us, we want to know what where their starting point is on these things: mindset, numbers, strategy, messaging, their core offer, their sales strategy, their marketing strategy, and their launch strategy. So we want to know on a scale of 1, not so good, 10, amazing, where they sit. So you might want to, of course, change it for your particular niche, but have that as well. And then at the end of the 8 weeks or whatever it is, you give it to them again. And you can then rate and see how high the stars go up. Now, if you get those people that are giving you the really high level stars, then they're what we call, I'm just trying to think what the name of it is. There's detractors, which are the low stars, promoters are the high stars, and then you've got kind of the neutrals or the ones in the middle. Now, the promoters that are at the top end of, the 8, 9, and 10, they're probably people that we can get testimonials from, we can get feedback from, or they can go and write a Google review, those types of things. The ones in the middle and the ones down the bottom, we want to reach out to and ask them, how can I do better? What didn't I cover that would have helped? What do you think was left out that we can improve on? And that way, like you asked, how can I improve on the program? How does that sound, Sarah?
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah. And we can just automate all that, right? Once it's set up, it's done. And you just got to go into your little spreadsheet and look at it.
I know.
Yeah. So is there any other questions that you have for me at all, Sarah, while we have some more time?
That's my biggest, most pressing one right now. So I've got the concept for the membership. I'm still setting up the shopping cart for that, and we'll be implementing that in a week or so. So it's very exciting.
Wait. I know, so exciting. You're doing so well for somebody who's like, I can't do this on camera, to now running your own online puppy training school. It's so amazing. All right, Sarah, well, thank you so much. Now, what is your biggest takeaway from today?
I think it's important to look back periodically and look back at where you came from. So that pertains to where I was with my business when I started working with you, and also where I was when I went online, because they're two separate things. And I just am very impressed with myself and the progress that I've made thanks to you and your help and your instruction.
Aw, thank you. Okay, so we do have a fast talk with Sally that I'm going to do with you. So this is a 1-minute timed speed round, just for a little bit of fun, just to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, so are you ready for some fast talk with Sally?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So you've got 1 minute and we're going to see how many questions we can get through. Here we go. So first question, shoes or bags?
Shoes.
Audio books or books?
Audiobooks.
If you were a dog, what would you be?
I'd be a Sheltie.
When was the best time to start your business?
before I did.
Where are you on the weekends, with friends or at home?
At home.
Where is a place that you would stay forever?
Someplace cool.
Yeah, I know. It's like 100 degrees there or something.
It's very hot.
Fries or mashed potatoes?
Fries.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Oh, what's your biggest fear?
Oh gosh. Failure.
If not, karaoke song of choice. Oh, okay. We've got to answer the last one. Do you have a karaoke song of choice, Sarah?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. That's okay. I love a bit of karaoke, as all my friends would know. You could always take me out karaoke anytime. Now, Sarah, I know there are probably lots of people out there with dogs or puppies that may have some challenges. How and where can they find you?
Probably the best place for people to find me is at puppychallenges.academy/join. And that will get you on my email list, and that will get you information about upcoming trainings and events.
Yes, I know. Sarah does a regular, like, free training, right? Helping people with some basic sort of startups with their dogs. And I can say I've even been along to those trainings with my adult dogs, even though they're marketed towards like puppies, and they're still super, super valuable for the adult dogs as well. So thank you so much for joining us, Sarah. I just loved having you on the show. I hope everybody else found a little bit of value in me bringing on some of our clients for Ask Sally, which is a brand new part of our show. So for those who follow us, we are over on, all good podcasts, right? Wherever they are streaming, you will find Straight Talk with Sally. So every week we do a long episode, and we also do 2 quick tip episodes as well. So go ahead and subscribe, and if leave me a testimonial, and I'll read it out live, your testimonial, and maybe give away some prizes, because nobody leaves testimonials anymore on podcasts. So I'm going to give a bit of love. If you're listening to this right now, stop wherever you are and, go to your iTunes testimonials area and leave a review for us. And if we see that come in and I read it out live on the show, we will send you some sparkle mail, like physical mail in the post, okay? So something a little different, a little fun as well. So we have still 2 more amazing guests lined up for you. If you want to know more about automation so that you can save time in your business, that's one thing that's the hardest thing to get back, right, is time. And we have one of the top tech automation industry experts in her field joining us in an hour and a half from now. So I think we've got one at the top of every hour for the next couple of hours, or every 2 hours coming up for podcast batching day. So Christelle will be on as well. So we've got some great things. And we then have another Ask Sally session later on today with Eva Z. So she will be on as well. But I hope everybody out there has enjoyed today's session. I can see Eva's out there. Look at her dropping her purple hearts. I love it. Thank you so much for everyone out there on the live stream for joining me on the first episode of today's batching day. We have a few more sessions to go today, so I will see you, and make sure you get those tippy tap fingers out and send me messages, right? Let me know that you're out there on the live stream. I see so many eyeballs and very little tippy tap fingers happening out there. So let me know where you're joining us from. It's a great day to kind of chill and relax and walk around with us in your ear for the day with some great content lined up. We only do this once every month or so it's a great day to join us live, and if we've got time, maybe we can do some extra questions as well. But thank you so much everyone for joining us. I'll see you on the next live stream very, very soon. Head to YouTube to check out the timetable. See you soon.